Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Hang on a second. Let me get my volume down so I can see what's up. What's up? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Anybody eating any tacos today? Preferably fish tacos, because fish tacos are just awesome. So a couple things for you today. Numero uno, that we're going to talk about today is I'm going to share with you cinco tips that you guys can use for better daily, I did say daily, email broadcasts. Now, I'm not talking about your follow-up emails. I'm not talking about the emails that go out automatically when somebody logs into your capture page, the stuff that you get when you go to, and I love saying this now, when you go to nlstrainingscenter.com and you set up your back office, you set up your follow-up emails. I'm not talking about those emails. I'm talking about emailing your list daily, consistently, creating value, sharing good stuff with the world, with the people that are interested in you, with the people that are interested in your business, people that are interested in making more money, and you guys emailing them, and all that good stuff. I apologize because I know the glare is kind of crazy, and I did just shave my head today, so it's nice and shiny. But anywho, I want to share with you guys 5 tips that you guys can use to basically write better emails and build your brand, build your list, and get really good at email marketing. Okay. The other thing I want to share with you guys is live today, right now, as we speak, as you watch this, the brand new amazing funnel is live. It's out in your back office. Now, here's the thing. There are some playing issues with a couple of the videos. So like as an example for me, like right now I'm on a Mac and it works in Safari, but it doesn't work in Chrome. Now I don't know on a PC, on a phone, I haven't tried it on my phone yet, but I know that there are some video playing issues right now. The dev team is already aware of it. I've already spoken with Eve. She's on it. They're good. They're working on it. They're going to get it fixed. So hang tight. So my suggestion before you start driving any kind of traffic to this brand new funnel, I would just hold off until the videos are playing. Don is saying it works on the Microsoft Edge. That's good. Good to know. But yeah, I would just make sure all the videos are playing fine 100% before you start driving traffic to it, just to be sure. Because you don't want to send anybody to a page that isn't functioning properly. Now this funnel, let me share with you guys something. I'll share my screen. Biggity boom, pow, boom. So we're here, right? So when you go to, if you want this new funnel, you go to reseller tools, promo stats, links, et cetera, et cetera. When you go in the drop-down menu, it's all the way down at the bottom, and it says amazing. It is the amazing funnel, okay? So you can copy this. This is your pre-launch capture page, and it's going to take you, boom, right here to the capture page, okay? And this is what it looks like. It's going to have a video playing in the background, at least on a PC, or obviously not a mobile device. And there's a good amount of information on the page, but it's also fairly useful information. As you can see, the video plays in the background, which is kind of cool. And there's 2 videos on this page. There's like a little lifestyle video that plays right down here, which is pretty cool. That's blasting in my ear. So this video plays down here, and then this is kind of the important video right here, which tells people why they should put their email address here and get the quick start guide, etc. Also keep in mind too is that I am in the process of creating a follow-up email, at least one, if not many, for this campaign right now, because obviously this button here references get the full quick start guide right now. So what we want to do is be able to have a follow-up email that actually sends that out to people so they have the actual quick start guide, okay? So once you enter your email address here, it's going to take you to the video sales letter, aka the VSL, which is right here, okay? And so this is the brand new VSL. This is brand new. You guys are seeing it for the first time today, or maybe in one of Vince's previews that he did on the Now Lifestyle group page, okay? So, and then there's plenty of other videos. There's so much information on this VSL page. If people watch all these videos and they're still have questions about getting started, I really don't know what to tell them, because there's so much information on this page. There's so many great videos, and there's real life stories and testimonials. So just a lot of great information. And what's also cool is when they're on this VSL and they go to create their free account, all they have to do is click this little bouncing button right here. And once they do that, it's going to pop up right here. So it doesn't take them to another page, which is really, really cool. Okay. Now this is where it gets fun. So once you enter your name and information here, and you actually go and you create your your free account, once they do that, it's going to go to the upsell video. And this is the upsell video that Vince and I did, where it's going to share with them the difference between the $1 account and a free account, and what they get with free versus what they get for $1. Obviously, they get full access for $1, and they get limited access for free. So if you want, you guys can test it out too. Create a dummy account, create a test account, and go through it and see it. But then you should be able to go to that upsell video. Now, just to let you guys know, there is going to be next week. There's going to be another upsell video. Once the all-in price ends, and then we launch the new Now Lifestyle Professional, the NLS Professional, there's going to be a second upsell video after. Like if somebody takes the $1 trial instead of doing the free account, if they take the $1 trial, there's going to be another upsell video after that they're going to watch, which is going to sell. It's going to sell the big package, which is going to be really, really awesome. Which is also mean that could potentially be $1,000 commission for you, $1,000. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So again, more details on that later. I don't want to get into all that because we're here today. We're going to talk about email. We're going to talk about email marketing and how I know everyone wants to hear about the funnels. Everyone wants to hear like all the good, great new stuff coming out. But here's the basics at the end of the day, guys. If you're not communicating with your list, if you're not driving traffic every single day and working on conversions, that's it. That's your business. Two things. When you have an online business, whether you're Amazon, eBay, Kmart, Sears, if you operate in the online world, your online business consists of two things. Number one is traffic, getting people to click on your link. Number two is conversions, taking the people that click on your link and converting them into a customer or a business builder. That's it. That's your business. So today we're here to talk about number two, which is conversions. And pretty much any webinar that we do, whether it be myself or one of the other top leaders, we could talk about, is this referencing number one, traffic, or is this referencing number two, conversions? So today we're going to talk about conversions. We're going to go share my screen right here, and I want to share with you guys, let me see, where am I? I'm over here. Okay, boom, boom. I will call this 5 tips for better daily email broadcasts. Now, notice the key word there, guys. The key word is daily. I said tips for better daily email broadcasts, okay? So in the beginning, when you're brand new and you start getting everything set up, you set up your follow-up emails, you might start driving some traffic. Now you get your business moving, okay? You get it off the ground, you get it moving, you get your follow-up emails going out when people log into your capture page, okay? So everything's coasting along, everything's good. What you're gonna wanna do, I would say within your first 30, 60 days at the absolute latest, make yourself a goal. So whether now you're brand new, or you've been in this for a couple of months, or you've been in this for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you should have a goal of emailing your list every single day, because that is going to help your conversions. That's going to get people to know, like, and trust you. All right. So that being said, let's see, I need to show you guys an example email of what I'm talking about here. So we can, as I go through all this now, number one for better email. Now, these are just daily best practices that you guys can incorporate into, your day-to-day routine of sending an email out to your list. And it doesn't matter if your list is 2 people, 2,000 people, or 200,000 people. You still want to email your list consistently. And in the beginning, you can start a couple times a week, then 3 times a week, then 4 times a week, then 5 times a week, and then every single day. For me, I've been emailing my list every single day for the last year. Period. End of story. And I think honestly, in the last year, I have maybe missed a total of about 5 days just due to life, whatever. But that's consistency, guys. And therefore, I also get consistent results. All right. So number one, what you want to do is you want to have an intriguing subject line. And I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and I'm not going to give away every single answer here because I want you guys to think. I want you to actually use your brain and get resourceful. And, in our group, in our chat, in the file section of our group, like, we give you guys a lot of the tools. But at the same point, like the emails, those are specific to you. You're not going to be able to find someone. I mean, you could pay somebody to write every single email for you, but then again, it's not going to have your personality. It's not going to have you as a person. Your personality is not going to come out in that email. And you want people to know, like, and trust you. You want people to get to know you. And now, I'm not an email marketing pro, but I think I'm pretty darn good at this point because I've been doing it every single day for a year. I've developed some really good routines. And I've also developed a certain style, a certain technique, a certain way that I speak to my readers, okay? And you can do the same thing, because a year ago, I sucked at emails. Now, I think I'm pretty good, okay? So, it's up to you guys to get good at this stuff. So, number one, intriguing subject line. Does your subject line catch the attention of the reader? Or is it more like, hey, click here, check out my amazing opportunity, make money online? Like, what does your subject line make the reader want more information? Okay. So, when you look at C there, does it make the reader want more info? Does it ask a question? And sometimes, and this is the fun one, these are the subject lines that I like, when you ask a question without actually asking a question. And I know that sounds kind of complicated, but let me show you guys. I'm going to try to pull up an example for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Just wait for that to load. Oh, new customers joined. Yay. So let me see. I want to go back to, what is today? Today's the 17th. All right, so here we go. Let's look at this one. So the subject line is important. Okay, see the subject line right here. Important, read this before Monday. So as you can guess, I sent this email out on Sunday. And I said, important, read this before Monday. So, when you look at intriguing subject line, does it catch the attention of the reader? Yes, it did. And I can tell that because that email had a lot of opens, had a very, very high open rate. Okay, so a lot of people were thinking, and you can catch the reader's attention depending on your subject, and also depending on what day you're sending that email out and what your subject has to do with the day. So think about that. If it's a Sunday and I'm saying it's important that you read this email before Monday, that catches a lot of people's attention, okay? And, sometimes you can ask a question without asking a question. In this particular case right here, it sort of does that, but they're going to ask in their head and say, what's so important? Why do I need to read this before Monday? So they're going to be asking their own question, okay? Now, the other thing that you want to look at is when we go down here to tip number 2, okay, which is don't give it all away early, meaning whatever your subject is for that email, don't explain all of it within the first couple of sentences. And also something to think about too is your first couple of sentences, number one, they're not going to give away the whole thing. Your first 1 or 2 sentences, it's kind of cool if you can ask a question. And you also want to make the reader think. Just like your subject line, you want to be a little intriguing. You want to leave some gray in there as well. All right. So as an example, like if we look at this email, again, this was an email that went out Sunday. It got a very high open rate. It says, important, read this before Monday. Hey, Daniel here. I always start off every single email with, hey, Daniel here, every single time, because that breeds consistency. Consistency equals results, period. All right. What's also you guys need to realize too is that most people, the average person, and you're probably not going to be able to see this. I don't want to connect my phone right now, just because it's going to throw things off. But you can see that when you look at the emails right here. Okay, obviously you can see. Hang on a second. I'll try to make this a little easier for you. Make the camera a little bigger, but you can see the subject line, right? You can see the subject line, and you can also see the first two sentences of the email. And I think whatever the fact is, it's about 85 to 90% of people check their email on a mobile device. Okay, so let me get back to this. Boom. So 85 to 90% of people check their email on a mobile device. So that's why in here, when I say the first two sentences should not give away the whole email, ask a question to make the reader think, that's because when people can see they can see the subject line, and they can also see, usually they can see these first two sentences. So in this particular case, I say, you need to ask yourself this today, before you start your work week tomorrow. Are you still looking? Okay, so the first sentence ties directly into the subject line. And the subject line is read this before Monday. Important, read this before Monday. You need to ask yourself this today, before you start your work week tomorrow. Are you still looking? So when somebody sees that subject line, if they're on a mobile device and they see that subject line, and then they see the first couple of sentences, it's going to make them think. It's going to make them think, what else is in that email that I need to take a look at? Which is also why this email had a very high open rate. So you want to write an intriguing subject line that's going to make people think. You don't want to give away all the information right off the bat, because at least in those first two sentences, what you want to do is ask a question or just make them think even more about why that email should get opened. Okay? Number 3, this is probably one of the most important things here, is value, is giving away value in your emails. Okay? So you can do that many different ways. You can send them to a video. You can send them a PDF. You can send them to a training. You can send them to our group page. Talk about value. Send them to our group page. They can interact with other people on our page. They can see other people winning. But you want to give some type of value. And most importantly, and ask yourself this, when you guys are writing a daily email right here, okay? Ask yourself this. What will the reader gain from reading your email? Not what will you gain? And I know that's what all of us think. Maybe I can sponsor one more person. Maybe I can get one more paid person onto my team. Maybe I can sign somebody up. This email, this is it. This is my email. I'm going to sign people up with this email. When you start thinking of it and flipping it around and thinking about it the other way of what is the reader going to gain from reading my email, that's when you start winning. Okay? So, will they look forward to the next email? Because, and they could gain a lot of things. There could be, you could be teaching a lesson. You could be talking about, 5 tips for this, 3 tips for that. Teaching them all kinds of stuff. Here's a tip. Okay, I'll give it away right now. If you want to share with people, depending on your list and depending on who you're marketing to, if you wanted to teach people how to write better emails, you could send them to this video. So once this video is done and the live is over, all you got to do is right click on the video, get the video URL, and then you could send them to this video. That is value. That is sharing value with someone. Okay. It also depends on your audience. Is your audience a bunch of online business builders? Are they a bunch of people looking to lose weight? Are they whatever? Whoever you're trying to market to, are you giving them value that is going to add to their life? Are you going to teach them something, coach them on something, show them how to do something? So you need to think about in your emails. Or what you don't want to do is Hey, I just signed up for this amazing opportunity. It's so freaking awesome. Everybody's making millions of dollars. Click here, join now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because all that's going to look like is just you're spamming your link and spamming your opportunity all over, to all of your email list. And you're going to have a lot of unsubscribes, and pretty soon your email list is going to dwindle down to nothing. So you have to provide value. You have to show them why they should give a shit. Like, why should they stay on your email list? What is the point? Are you going to pitch them an opportunity every single day? Yeah, it's always good to have a call to action. You always want a call to action, okay? And a call to action is just getting them to click on a link, but you need to do it with some style. You need to do it with a little flavor in there, you know what I mean? And my Massachusetts accent just kind of slipped out there a little bit. But you need to do it with some flavor, and you need to make them want to open the email, and you need to make them want to stay on your list because you provide value, because you are giving them something that they don't have. So this right here is probably the most important question in the entire sheet. It's probably the most important question in the entire sheet. Okay? Nope, I didn't want to do that. Hang on a sec. Boom. All right. To highlight that. I'll come back to that. Anyway, like I said, that is the most important. So if you take anything away from this little training right here, think about this question right here. What will the reader gain after reading your email? Period. End of story. Figure that one out, and your emails will kick ass. That's all I can tell you. All right. So number 4, it's always good to use a banner image. So you want to show people who you are. You want to brand yourself. And I know for me, I don't like getting emails that are just all text. Like there's no pictures and they're just all text. Nobody likes getting those emails. They're boring. The content may be good, but for me, I always have a banner image. Okay. I always have a banner image at the top of my email. Every single email. Again, this is about consistency. And that's number 5. We'll talk about that one in a second. But I always have a banner image, and it's always clickable. Okay, so if somebody were to click on this, if somebody were to click on that image, where are they going to go? They're going to go to a sales page. Okay, so that's cool. Just a little hidden marketing gem in there. I would always make your pictures clickable. So having a banner image is just, this brands me. growwithdaniel.com. That brands me. There's a picture of me right there. I'm looking out over a beautiful, hillside. Absolutely gorgeous photo. It was a great time down in Cabo. But this is branding. This is all branding. So that's what you want to do by having a banner image. It brands you. People get to see who you are, what you're all about. All right. And another thing too is, it's not in here, but I'll show you. Well, it's kind of number 5, but I'll just walk you through it now. My email always has the same flow. Okay. So I do a banner image. I have a little bit of content. Okay. You can see like a little bit of content right here. Okay. And then I have another image. So I usually use 2 images per email. 90% of my emails follow that same flow. Occasionally they'll differ. 90% of my emails follow that same exact flow. Banner image up top, a little bit of content right here, another image. The image ties into the theme of the email. Don't just throw a random image that makes no sense whatsoever. So if you look at this here, if someone asked me to go to Mexico, I wanted to be able to say yes and not have to ask for the time off. I wanted to be able to say yes because I already had the money. I didn't have to save for 6 months. My dream became a reality, and now they are much more than that. Okay, so part of that is I'm talking about my dreams become a reality, and boom, there's me sitting out on a boat looking over the ocean down in Cabo. Okay, so like the picture ties into the theme of the email. And if you were to if you were talking about, climbing to the top of the mountain, and then you have a picture of you sitting on a beach, it's not really going to make sense. Okay. So just make sure that your pictures tie into your email. So again, banner image, content, image in about the middle of the email, a little more content, and then I always have a call to action down at the end, okay? And then I always end, just like I begin the email with, hey, Daniel here, every single time, I always end it with, to your massive success in 2017. So I start and I end my email the same every single time, and that breeds consistency. Consistency equals results. That's it, okay? So number 5, be and stay consistent. Write your emails consistently. Develop you're going to, over time, and again, for the new folks here, I don't expect you, and nobody expects you to be an email marketing master from day one. Nobody expects that, your second or third day into Now Lifestyle that you're going to be writing emails to your list every single day, or that you'll even have a list. But you need to work your way there. You need to make some goals for yourself and start the process, working towards that process of building a list. Because plain and simple, the money is in your list. And I can't say that enough times. The money is in your list. And what that means is the bigger that you build your list, the more people that you have to market to, the more people you have to communicate with, the more people that potentially could be clicking on your link, which is part of traffic. And 2, the more people that click on your link, the more conversions that you will get, which is number 2. So 1 is traffic, 2 is conversions, okay? So write your emails consistently. In the beginning, start off with 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, and work your way up, okay? Big fat hint. You should be writing emails daily, okay? But in the beginning, you're not going to do that, but just realize that, make a goal for yourself. 30 to 60 days into your business, work your way up to writing emails every single day. And then your email should always have a similar feel and vibe. I just showed you that. I have the banner image, a little bit of content, another image, more content, and then a call to action, okay? And then you have a consistent format in each email, which I just talked about that, okay? So that's pretty much it, man. 5 quick tips that you guys can do for better daily email broadcasts. So when you're sending value out to your list, number 1, intriguing subject line. Number 2, don't give it away too early, okay? Number 3, value. Most important question of the entire sheet right here. And also too, guys, just realize that once this video is done, I'm going to put this document, I'll put it right above the video, so you guys can download this, you can use it, make some notes, fold it up into paper airplanes, do whatever you want. But this is probably the most important question in the entire document. What will the reader gain from reading your email? Now, could they gain your opportunity? Is your opportunity that super wicked awesome that they just have to join because it's so good? They could gain joining a great opportunity. Sure, absolutely. And that's what a call to action is. But you also have to set it up right. You can't just say, click here, join my opportunity now, it's awesome. You have to get there. You have to set it up, okay? Number 4, using a banner image, branding you. People can see who you are, put a name to the face sort of thing. And then number 5, be and stay consistent, all right? So other than that, folks, I hope that helped you out on this Taco Tuesday. I hope you guys are enjoying your Taco Tuesday. Hope you guys are going to go have a margarita. I like mine with rocks and salt, just in case next time we're together, if you want to order me a margarita, rocks and salt, all right? And other than that, we'll dry. Stay thirsty, my friends. So hopefully you guys got some benefit out of that. Jorge in the house. Let's see who we got here too. Jorge, Kenny, Cynthia, Anthony, Joel, Vlad, Andrew, Don, Rosie, Ed, Johannes, Jim Green in the house. What's going on, Jim Green? Andrea Martinez in the house. Man, what's going on, peeps? Johannes, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So again, that's it, man. Just start practice. Daily practice. And the more you practice, the better you get. And the more consistent you get. The more consistent you are, the more consistent results that you will get, period. Okay? So other than that, man, have a great day. I will see you guys on the next live video, and I'll also see you guys at the top of the mountain. Take care.